G'day. How you going? Hi folks, welcome to another week. A few new critters on the scene. Firstly, show you the first of the season, the mandarins. They're quite large pieces and they're eating pretty good. I'd give them maybe about a 6 or a 7 out of 10, but beware the price because they are the first of the season, coming from Queensland. But if you simply must have a mandarin in your diet this week, you can. Also of interest, we've got some persimmons. Now it's not something I actually eat a lot of. I have to say they're very nice. I crunched on one earlier. There are two types of persimmon. There's an astringent style of persimmon, and then there's these which are the non-astringent, which basically means you eat them like an apple. So they're really crunchy, sweet like a pear almost, and really quite nice. Grown in Queensland, native to China, rich in A and C and B2 vitamins. So if you want to try something different, give the persimmon a go. Last week, these were absolute gems, the beans from last week. Now we've managed to get some more from the same grower this week because look, the quality was fantastic. And what we're also going to do this week is put them on special. So these brilliant beans, they're really sweet and crunchy. $6.99 a kilo. If I was you, I'd hook in. Before the season ends, I wanted to put the Crimson Seedless on special because they're one of the more expensive grapes, but they're the best grape. So we've got those on at $7.99, and just to give you an opportunity to get your fill of them because they will end sometime in the next 2 or 3 weeks, and yeah, I don't want you to miss out. Bananas. Now, the other tremendous buy for the week are the kiwi fruit from Combine. And these prices, they're not a special as such. These will run for the duration of the harvest, which will be around 5 or 6 weeks. These are called flats and fans. As you can see, co-joined little critter, almost looks like a seed. These are odd-shaped kiwi fruit. You can buy at $3.99 for a kilo, which is a fantastic price. If you're not into odd shapes, then you can buy first grade kiwis. These are a smaller size. There's 20 in that bag there for $5. No excuse not to get your fill of kiwi fruit. Unusual delights again, the custard apples. So that's a medium size one. And then we've got some beautiful guavas again, coming from Pinehaven. They'll run for another week or two. The pears, last week we featured these on special and they're just fantastic. Good supply of those. Oranges, Valencia. We're not that far away from the first navels of the season. They're reasonably good, the Valencia oranges. Pink ladies, the queen, the king has arrived. These are the Fujis. Last week they started, the first of the season from Forest Orchard, and they were pretty good. This week they've sweetened up heaps and they're just eating brilliantly. They're really, really good. As you get towards the centre of these Fujis, you'll actually see an opaqueness around the seed, in the flesh around the seed, and that's actually where the concentrations of sugars more or less reach saturation point. The Japanese love it. So a lot of that kind of thing gets exported, but at the moment that's what we're getting, and they're supremely sweet. They're really, really good. The other really good buy in apples this week are the grannies. They're large pieces, as you can see. You've got 3 ways of buying these. By the kilo, they're $8.99. You'll be able to buy a layer. There's a full layer there, of which there's about 24, 25 apples. And then you can also buy the 12 kilo box. A 12 kilo box is $60, which is an excellent price. So look, if you're thinking about doing some juicing or you want to do some baking, do it this week while these are well priced. In avocados this week, we've got your hash, biodynamic hash, and your Fertes, both largish fruit. So it's sort of my preference to go to the Ferte. It's a bit creamier. Top end organic pineapples on the large side, also a little bit green, but over the next 2 or 3 days they'll ripen up beautifully. The autumn giant plums, quite a large plum and getting very, very near the end of the season, but still available and eating nicely. Gala apples, also from Forest Orchard, beautiful little size. And the grapes, again, the Black Americans, Julia's favourite. After a Black American grape, she likes to have a Carmera grape. Nashi pears, again, Forest Orchard, medium size. Beautiful lemons as the citrus season starts to roll on. Again, really nice passion fruit, beautiful and sweet. We have got strawberries this week. It's been a few weeks without. I must confess to not having tried them just yet. They smell pretty good. The last lot we got from these guys were some of the best strawberries we've ever seen from him. But I reckon I'd give these strawberries somewhere around about a 6 or 7 out of 10 in terms of flavour. Beautiful beetroot, some of the nicest beetroot we've seen in a little while. Corn, a bit better than last week I think. Nice and fresh, which, as you know, has a big impact on the sweetness. Celery this week, good large bunches. Same for the bok choy, nice large bunches. Hollies, just eating out of their skin at the moment. They're really, really nice. Medium large there. Quite clean. Silver beet this week. Nice and crisp again. The iceberg lettuce are a little bit smaller than previous weeks. Nice firm hearts, but the size is not quite where it has been. Lebanese cucumbers are lovely and fresh, and they're moderate size. Same for the eggplant, not as big as we've had in the last couple of weeks, but a perfect size really. That's just what you want. Carrots we had on special last week. Again, just eating great. Same again this week. Great buys on juicing carrots. There's a 3 kilo bag. So look for that on the net. If you're going to go for the grannies, beautiful big bunches of celery, nice big bag of carrots. No better week to start juicing than this week, I would suggest. Good supply of mushies. Mushy supply has been a little bit hard recent times. So we got lots of the little button, and my favourite, the little Swiss browners. Zucchini will come in 2 sizes this week. You'll either get the medium large pieces or the smaller pieces. Beautiful little button squash, lovely clean medium to large size shallot. Now it's going to be wet all week, so it's a baking kind of week I think. In potatoes, got King Edward's, good all-rounder. Ruby Lou's, a little bit like a Desiree. So good bake, good chipper, good boiler. We've got the Dutch cream, beautiful creamy potato. The Nicholas, similar to the Dutchies, that nice oval, bakes up a little bit yellow, a little bit waxy. Spago, another good all-rounder, good masher. Pontiacs, chipper, boil, bake. Tiffler, you really only want to boil or bake those. They're the little elongated, large peanut-shaped style of critters. And then the Desiree potatoes as well, which have got the pinkish skin and the waxy yellow flesh inside. 8 different varieties of potato, and that's to go with also the sweet potatoes, where we've got the gold kumara, the purple skinned sweet potato as well, the sweetest of the sweet potatoes. All seems to come and go so fast. Italian garlic, still the garlic to eat in my opinion. But we are getting close to that little part of its life where it likes to go back into the ground, so you will start to see a little bit of shooting activity on the inside. But I can tell you my tongue's telling me that there's still stacks of goodness left in these critters. But this is just the natural evolution of the garlic. You want to work its way back into the ground. So you will see a little bit of that kind of thing, but as I say, it doesn't affect the flavour. I just noticed these, I didn't know they'd come in, but these are Jerusalem artichokes. They're a little tuber. They're related to sunflowers. There are a few ways you can cook them, but my favourite really is just to give them a good old scrub and bake them up. Bake them up with your spuds that we've mentioned earlier. So just cut them up into smaller pieces, plenty of olive oil and a bit of sea salt. My only advice is don't overdo it. I heard a joke on ABC radio this morning that what do they grow on a wind farm? And the answer was baked beans. There could also have been Jerusalem artichokes, but they're really, really nice. They're worth it. Cheerio folks, thanks for watching. Don't forget we've got the farmers market this Sunday, so if we don't see your front door this week, we might see your face down there at Broadmeadows. Have a lovely week. Enjoy the rain. Bye.